Good, MP?
Yo, keep this thing to regulation. I got plans after.
D about to tear the roof
Facing
off.
one of the heavyweights tonight.
If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word EAT along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations will respond and address the concern immediately.
Welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche NBA presentation. We're excited to bring you this celebratory Stan, in terms of style of play, these teams are very similar.
Well, Brian, look, there's great shooters. Both sides, and it's really tough to stay connected to those guys defensively because of how much they stretch the floor with their incredible shooting range.
Going to put a lot of stress on the defense, these two. And the starting lineup for the Nets. We've got Sarr, Dillingham out there with Scotty Barnes, and it's Whitehead in at the small forward position. Not enough on that one as it misses. From deep, Park pulls it in. Here's Starks. Stewart outside. Pass to Coulibaly. This one for three. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And they're pushing it up. Barnes, it's good.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Outside Coulibaly, 5 to shoot from 15 feet away. Connects, the jumper drops.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Here's Whitehead. rebound Miami. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was in Brooklyn.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their number one priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
And Grant, the Heat, last season, retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire two-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his...
Yet another steal from him.
He is the most disruptive defender in the league right now, in my humble opinion.
As evidenced by his march toward history, trying to make the top 5 for total steals in a season. Brooklyn shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. It's both from the stripe. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Parks. Stewart outside. Beyond the arc. And that one's good. Starks.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Thunder. Takes a 13-footer. Park pulls it in. Heat trail by 3. Stewart outside. Pass to Parks. Stewart outside. Coulibaly up top. The wide open shot is on the money. Coulibaly's got his second basket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already...
Wow!
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. For Miami, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. To the middle. Here's Dillingham. Lays it up and banks it in. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Brooklyn?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Miami shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Thunder. He has 6. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Thunder. Outside Barnes. He shoots. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Barnes has got 6. Heat trail by 5. Stewart outside. Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Parks. And he buries his first look. For Brooklyn, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Here's Whitehead. And he misses again, now 0 for 3. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Stewart outside. Here's Starks. Lets the 3 fly. No good on the shot.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this year.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Stewart, and here's Coulibaly. And the 3 off target. Nets leading by 5. Out to the right wing. And the ball out of play. The Heat will have it. And after an outstanding month of games, he's earned this honor. Your Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Black's checked in for Stewart. Black drills it from deep.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
The Nets have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Picked it! Outside Coulibaly. Releases from 15. The rebound by the Nets. Sarr's got 5 rebounds tonight. Driving inside. Here's Whitehead. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Knocks it down from distance. Dillingham's got his second bucket of the night.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Outside Barnes. The 3 ball. Park pulls it in.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Starks. He's got 5. And he lays it up and in. Starks has got 7.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Oh, it's stolen. Pass to Black. Brooklyn pulls it in, and it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Barnes. Park pulls it in. Park's got his 4th rebound in this one. Heat trail by 6. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Fires from deep. And it starts missing.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Heat got the job done.
He swipes the ball away again.
And you have to be so careful around him. He relentlessly challenges ball handlers and jumps passing lanes.
That's why he's now in a tie for 5th most steals in a season. His defense is something else. Pass to Starks. Can they get it? To the wing, right side. Here's Black. Miami, no good that time either.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Here's Thunder. To the right side. A minute 6 left to play in the first. Pass to Sarr. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Here's Starks. 7 points in the game over Dillingham. And that one's good. Starks has got 9. Brooklyn leading by 10. Outside Barnes. Fires for 3. Park pulls it in. Park's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Starks. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Here's Coulibaly. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 6.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Thunder. 12 points for him. They set a pick. For 3, Smith. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's Black. Takes a three. And that's not gonna go. And so it's Brooklyn. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great shot selection. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Boy, the Nets have been rolling along, haven't they?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
We've got Washington, and it's Mobo in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Down low. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Smith right side. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Heat trail by 13. Here's Garrett. Yet to see a basket. Over Smith. Garrett can't hit. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Smith passes to Thunder. Kicks it out to Bledsoe. Here's Thunder. He's got 14. To the left wing. 4 on the clock. Smith no good. Miami shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Garrett, and the ball out of play. The Nets will have it. The Heat making a switch. Pass to Dillingham. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Heat trail by 12. Starks, the pass to Washington. Coach, when you look at the best defensive teams, what's the balance between IQ, the smarts for the game, versus effort?
Well, Brian, it's both. You know, I mean, the effort is a given. You're not going to get anything done in the game without effort. But to be a good defensive team, you have to be smart. You have to understand your opponents, their tendencies both as a team and as individuals. And if you do that, you can cover up for a lot in terms of just raw athleticism.
Miami has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Looking to get back on track. Black, no good. Brooklyn leading by 12. Thunder, the pass to Sarr. The second effort. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Bilal Coulibaly.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And the league has made it clear, Graham, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
The first one falls.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and is getting them to the free throw line.
Good on both. Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Here's Thunder. Nice move. The rebound by Starks. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Starks has got 15 points. Pass to Sarr. Out to the wing. Kicks it out to Barnes. Here's Dillingham. Give him 8. Launches a 3. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
Driving to the basket. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul. Penalty.
And the first one at the line is good. Second free throw, no good. Nets leading by 11 to the left side wing. Launches it. The rebound by Stewart.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
1:27 left in the second. Pass to Starks. Drives to the hoop. That shot is off.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
The shot by Thunder, no good. The Heat have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. And that one's good. Stewart.
Too easy for a guy of his caliber. The D must put up more of a fight down there.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Barnes comes with a double team. Over to the wing. Here's Parks. Brooklyn with the board. Sarr's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Dillingham. Stewart defends. It's Barnes on the wing. The 3. No good. That's his 6th miss in 9 tries.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead. Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Pass to Thunder. Here's Dillingham. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. There's 6 seconds left in the second. Here's Starks. On target from range. Starks has got 21.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's Brooklyn closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Miami Heat.
Ernie, that's a lackluster performance. Lackluster effort. I mean, they didn't look sharp running their sets. They weren't cutting. They weren't hustling. Shaq, if you played in this era, you'd average 50 because guys didn't want to give the effort.
Okay, so now let's talk about that point guard matchup from the first half.
You got a game within a game. These two guys are trading blows, raising elbows, trading bows, making me wish I was out there right now.
That I would like to see. Shaq serving up elbow Sammys.
With extra mayonnaise.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Nets leading by 7. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Sarr out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Dillingham, and it's Thunder in at the point guard position. Pass to Dillingham. Knocked away. Shot clock at 5. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by the Heat. Park's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Coulibaly. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Shot's good by Sarr. Sarr's got 7.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Now here's Stewart. He's closely guarded. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
Here's Starks. Dillingham with a rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Thunder. Right wing. Barnes a screen. Park pulls it in. Park's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Out to the right wing. Back to Coulibaly. Lets it fly. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Whitehead. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Whitehead's gotten his first bucket of the night. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Starks for 3. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. The 2K leaderboard lights up with the league's top scoring teams. Brooklyn, number 1. 4th, the Heat.
Stacking up big point totals is something both of these teams do with ease. There'll be an interesting matchup with all of that offensive talent on the floor.
And the second free throw is good. Here's Starks. 21 points in the game. Pass to Parks. And here's Coulibaly. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Kessler with a rebound. Brooklyn leading by 9. Thunder, the pass to Smith. Here's Thunder. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your 1 throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Bledsoe, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Now into the lineup for the Nets, number 45, Dennis Bledsoe.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Coulibaly. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First. Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Black passes to Garrett. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter here. Takes the 3. Smith with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 7. On the take, Thunder. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Here's Black. He's got 6. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Black's got 8 points. He got it up. buzzer beater. And so it's Brooklyn closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Washington, and it's Garrett in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Pass to Sarr. Barnes with it. From outside the arc. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Stewart, left side. Now here's Washington. Back to Stewart. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Here's Coulibaly. Dillingham with a rebound. Brooklyn leading by 8. Fires the 3. And the Nets another 3.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And that one's good. Coulibaly. Coulibaly's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Takes it inside. Pass to Dillingham. There's a screen. The 3 is up. Rebound Miami. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Garrett with a bucket.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Smith with it. Checked by Washington. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, the defender really went after him.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside, and up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. The 3 from Barnes. It's hauled in by Black.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Stewart, count that one. And now just a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Gravett. They set the screen. Rebound by the Heat. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now. Coulibaly with it from behind the arc. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
And I'll tell you, this thing looked pretty much over heading into the fourth, but give them a lot of credit for fighting their way back.
The 3 from Barnes. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got 5 rebounds tonight, nabbing another steal.
Truly incredible. I mean, for a single season, he now ranks 5th in total steals.
One of the most disruptive defenders this league has ever witnessed. Pass to Coulibaly. Now Washington. Here's Black. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Outside Coulibaly. Here's Garrett to take the lead. The rebound by the Nets. Sarr's.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Floats one. It's hauled in by Black. Black's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Garrett. Here's Black. To the paint. Here's Coulibaly. And again, no good by Miami. For Brooklyn, they've got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Poke loose. Sarr passes to Thunder. Pass to Whitehead. 4 on the clock. Knocks down the long J. And the Nets lead by 4.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Garrett passes to Black. Shoots over Sarr. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Thunder. Outside Barnes. Pulls up on the wing, and it's in, off the glass. And it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead. Miami has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Pass to Coulibaly. And there's the screen. Here's Black. And here's Coulibaly. The 3. And that's a miss. 8 for 14 on the night.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Here's Sarr. Outside Barnes. Pass to Whitehead to the right side. Here's Gravitt. Coulibaly defending. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Heat trail by 9. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Garrett. And no good. The dry spell continues. And there's the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass. Black passes to Washington. 3-pointer. Thunder grabs a board.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Here's Garrett. Brooklyn pulls it in. Barnes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Thunder. And there's the rejection. Stewart outside. Here's Black. And he banks in the layup. Black's got 6 in the quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Ooh, finishes with style. A double clutch jam.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Dillingham's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Starks. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Starks has got 28 points for the game.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Pass to Dillingham. And there's 1:45 left in the 4th quarter here. Heat trail by 9. Here's Starks. Puts the move on. Uses the glass on the layup. Starks has got 9 points here in the second half.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Shot's good by Sarr.
Great use of the bounce pass there. You gotta love that.
Here's Starks. Brooklyn pulls it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. To the wing on the left. Here's Thunder. With the second effort, Sarr misses. Miami has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. 54 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Knocks down the triple.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
Pass to Dillingham. The three is up. Park pulls it in.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Third personal foul. First team.
Good on the first. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. So the Nets making a switch here. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. The pressure is... We've got 13 seconds left in the final quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Fourth personal foul. Second team.
He gets the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. So he gets them both. Here's Thunder. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you...
And that one misses.
A technical foul has been called on the Nets. Shooting the technical.
For the win! Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to... And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
We've got Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Stewart in at the 3.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
Miami trailing. Pass to Coulibaly. Now here's Stewart. And he lobs it up to the rim. Parks gets the bucket.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Number 47.
And he drops it first. Both shots good from the stripe. Miami shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Right side, Koulibaly. Stewart outside. From deep three-point range, Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Stewart, left side. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. Whitehead's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Thunder. And here's Barnes. Thunder, the pass to Whitehead. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Stewart's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Fifth personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Here's Black. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Now at the line.
And so he makes both from the line. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Thunder. Sarr misses. About 2 minutes into OT now. It's been a good one.
They'll need to make some major adjustments to compensate.
So it's the Heat taking the W in a close one. It was touch and
We can get that one back next time. Tough game tonight. Lock in.